Yeah, this fine morning I stand before you to present updates and also propose the CRP work plans of knowledge sharing and innovation. Here in this room, my colleagues are sitting here, and actually they have provided the inputs to bring this presentation up, and also they proposed what we can offer for executing the CRP activities. I request my colleagues, for each unit, whenever I'm presenting their area, please stand up and identify yourself. Okay? Before going into the details, here we are seeing colleagues from the regional centers. Let me briefly introduce you what knowledge sharing and innovation, where the data management unit is an integral part. KSI, that short form of knowledge sharing and innovation, is positioned as a critical focus area at ICRISAT that improves ICRISAT capability to inform, dialogue with, and serve its stakeholders. We cut across almost like all the program areas, including the regional programs, those contributing to the CRPs to transform the research outputs into data, information, and education services through various innovations. Essentially, also see how we can engage the scientist, program area, continuously with the funding agency or the consortium or the other collaborators or the other partners, essentially to enhance research and improve the organization's operational efficiency and also facilitate capacity building, cultural change, and facilitating information exchange linkages through various partnerships, including public-private partnership, essentially to see how we can contribute to enhance the impact, also receiving some inputs and fed back into the CRP systems that actually allows us to plan very well in the subsequent years. Essentially, we will be focusing on foster greater convergence between research and utilization in agricultural research for development. Essentially, we execute most of our activities with 3 different tracks and 5 different units, and information systems unit, data management systems, library and information services, learning systems unit, and ICT for development. So specifically, they have their definite set of roles and responsibilities to contribute to the organizational activities as well as the CRP activities. And we will see how we are positioning ourselves in the light of new CRP culture. So if you can see the information systems unit, may I see Modi here? Can you identify yourself to all the colleagues? And Modi is heading this unit, and it's actually sustains ICRISAT technology edge. What we will be doing, we will be providing various services that includes both support services as well as services to facilitate the research activities or support to research activities. We are managing 700 mailboxes and also designing and developing blogs and websites, including the CRP websites, and also contributing to the ICRISAT website. We are carrying all these activities, almost more than 35 servers, and that includes 2 clusters also. We have a beautiful telepresence facility. Sometimes we have organized and connected with our regional centers to give you a feeling like maybe we are sitting next to each other and to execute some activities or to plan some activities. And the last year, we launched a new system called EPAD in collaboration with human resources, and also the KSIConnect to spotlight our research activities and also facilitate the best way to share our knowledge and the information to the partners and the global audience. And in the CRP, the ISU would like to propose 2 activities in the first year. One is to design and develop a crop expert system that captures the crop information across CRP institutes and also allows to run queries to retrieve the output through state-of-the-art rules and fuzzy logic-based export system. And the other one is we would like to bring the Wi-Fi into our campus in a phased approach, like we would increase the bandwidth initially, and there we will see how best we can bring the routers for each program area to make the campus as a Wi-Fi campus, and the best experiences we will try to replicate to our regional centers. And the other unit, the data management unit is very, very key in all our programs because data is an integral part of the research. And in the new CRP culture, this is very, very important. Though we have initiated this activity 2 years before, we strengthened this department in the last year by recruiting a new senior manager, Chukka Srinivasarao, and we have adapted a data management strategy as well. The idea here is how best we can aggregate all the data sets from various program areas, and also we closely work with biometrics unit Abhishek is here. Can you identify yourself, Abhishek? And that actually provides an opportunity to curate the data sets or validate the data sets before we disseminate to the global audience. As well as we also do provide the data analytics and also interpretation with various platforms. So far, we are having various platforms, and some of you guys are already working on that one, Agrobase for the breeders, and the VDSA, the work is in progress for the village level studies. And the other one is TL2 and Hope. We are working on the AWARE with colleagues from AWARE to design and develop this data management platform. Other than that, we are also closely working with consortium on data commons and also the breeding platform, how we can see these systems pretty well integrate with our consortium platforms. These are one of the big ideas of Big Five. I'm going to discuss about that one. But the new CRP culture, we would like to revise this strategy after discussing in the research committee, RC meetings. And the most important thing in the CRP culture, what data management unit would like to propose, design and develop either in-house, otherwise outsourcing some company or some agency, a data management application tool with spatial integration and statistical analysis using proper data modeling techniques for grain legume crops and the dryland cereals. And also the most important thing, the most challenging part is how do we bring the cultural change and adapt these new systems into our research culture? And how do we give an exposure and awareness to various scientists and explain them how this kind of tools enhances the efficiency of the data interpretation or statistical analysis. So we would also focus on organizing training programs and the capacity building activities. And most importantly, we work closely with the consortium partners on the two big ideas on the data management platform, that's the spatial data commons and the breeding data sharing. And last year, like they have organized this meeting in Montpellier, and we have discussed this one. And we are leading this breeding data sharing platform with other partners, other centers also. The strategy is decentralized data management platforms with a central data repository. Sometimes like maybe we are seeing also in-house development of the system, closely working with library and information systems. That's more like a data library. I'm going to show you how we are doing this one. And the library is focusing on bringing all these research publications to the global community. How best we unlock this knowledge? Because so far we are seeing most of these publications are locked in research journals or the publications. Sometimes we need to pay for the subscription fees to access them. But we have adapted the open access policy at an institute, and we would make available of all the preprint publications to the global community. So with this platform, we can make all our research publications to the global community. And in addition to continuing these activities, we would like to propose two main activities, like for facilitating the CRP activities, how best we can map out the best research papers in across the globe, and also the most prolific authors and the wide impact range publications using scientometric techniques, and also collection of the literature profiles that would be useful for the scientists to develop the proposals and also write the reports. This is one thing we are looking into the new CRP culture. Other than that, as I mentioned, the data repository, this is very, very important. We are using an open source platform that's called DataVerse. It's mostly like maybe how we are aggregating these data sets, that's like a repository. And library closely work with the data management unit and biometrics to make sure like we are making the curated data sets available to the global community. You can see this one. This is one thing almost like we got ready last year and the campaign ready to begin. And we encourage you to use this one closely connecting with our library. Madan is here. Madan, can you identify yourself? Yeah, please feel free to discuss with the colleagues, like if you would like to know more details. And the learning systems unit, Anna is heading this unit. And this is mostly like organized capacity building activities to various learner participants, that may be students, that may be faculty members, that may be extension agents, whoever that may be in need of enhancing their capacities using our research outputs or through our programs. We would like to recruit these people through Learning Systems Unit and deploy them on the real-time projects of our institute into various research programs. And we have also developed an online database, and that's available now. And the database consists the information of all the learner participants from 1974. And we do also provide the short courses, training programs, and the period varies from 2 weeks to 3 months or 6 months. That's purely based on the interest of the learning participants. In the last year, we have launched 2 important initiatives. One is the KSIConnect and the AGAD Open Courseware. KSIConnect facilitates how best we are spotlighting our research activities and also communicating the best stories, best research results to the global community. In addition to that, we would like to strengthen these platforms, AGAD Open Courseware, which facilitates virtual training and the learning programs. It's almost like gives a structure. That's a virtual room. Here we are seeing walls, but in this platform, this is like a room without walls. That's a virtual room where the learner participants can engage in themselves in a continuous lifelong learning mode. We are collaborating with FAO and also AGME and also ICR as an initial partners. And other than that, in the new CRP culture, we would like to bring a paperless data management system, a data platform of learner participants. And LSU is closely working with DMU to bring this platform. It actually provides outputs like inputs to develop the reports on the learner participants, essentially to formulate the review reports, and also when the scientists are writing reports for their research work. And the most important, so far we have seen how the KSI is facilitating to the allied group members like scientists or the faculty members who are the knowledgeable people or whoever read and write. But the most important challenge is in our iMode strategy, how we can provide these services to the farming community, the smallholder farmers. This is where we use wide variety of innovative tools and the platforms through the unit called ICT for Development. Eduraj is here. Can you identify yourself? And he is overseeing activities of all these activities. And we have a platform called Agropedia, and also the Mobile for Development Consortium is continuously serving 25,000 farmers by sending regular updates. In ICT for Development, we would like to propose a grain legumes portal, develop knowledge models, and build capacities of NARS partners through knowledge networks and dissemination of agro advisories through mobile platforms. Other than this, we have also launched a new initiative called Center of Excellence in ICT Innovations, for example. For example, in CRP 3.6, we are talking about the value chain, but mostly the innovations comes when we integrate the science, technology, and the value chain approaches. So how best we are bringing these streams and the interdisciplinary teams. So this actually provides a platform to attract all these wide variety of partners to participate in identifying a research problem and providing a solution, thereby bring the innovations. And there are some pilot projects are in progress. Out of this one, we would like to propose 5 experimental hubs, 3 in South Asia and 2 in Sub-Saharan Africa, and to see how the research results are bringing some impacts on the smallholder farmers' lives, and also bringing some changes in the socioeconomic status of changes in their socioeconomic status. And other than this, in CRP 3.5, entire section, the SC5, is focusing on knowledge sharing and innovation activities like Grain Legumes Net and the Connect, that's more like a KSIConnect, and Open Courseware platform that facilitates actually the virtual training and learning programs, and also the data analytics with monitoring and evaluation platform, and extension and outreach component also. In addition to that one, we have also included student scholarship program to attract the best students and also create some new professionals and the future leaders in the science area. And other than this, we would like to contribute to the other CRPs where we can make our contributions. With this introduction, probably we make our point what we can offer for bringing the efficiencies and the enhancement of the CRP activities. So with that one, we would like to follow our mantra or strategy, sharing the right information with the right people at the right time through the right channel. Thank you. Hope, Joe, and I am in time.